This channel started 1 year ago, and while it has had its ups and downs, there's something that I have to tell y'all. Even though I'm Mexican, my parents are both Mexican, and I was born in Mexico. That that's not my true identity. I just don't feel comfortable being Mexican. So today I have taken the brave decision to embrace the real way I feel. So from today onwards, I have made the decision to become Texan. That's right, it took me a while to figure it all out, but my true calling is in Texas. So to commemorate this glorious day where I finally decided to embrace the Texan identity, I thought that not only would I change my entire channel banner and profile picture, I also would make a video celebrating Texas in what I call the Texas Appreciation Day by going to two separate time areas with the goal of making Texas great again, mimicking Mexico Madness Month. First, we shall go to the none other than to the year of 1836, when the glorious War of Independence from those Mexican bastards, because, well, I don't think Texas existed back in either 867 or 1444 to warrant an EU4 or CK3 section. So to Victoria 2 directly we go. And here it is. Glorious Texas in its struggle for independence against Mexico. Now we're finally in the game, and economically speaking, we're not going right. Why do we have the Democrats in charge? May I ask someone? Like, we can't reach Texas. First thing to do, we shall hold an election to get rid of the Democrats and instead get it Whigs instead. We start with Sam Houston as the general, and he has a 6 defense dice roll and an advantage. So in this case, if anything, we should fight the Mexicans in a defensive terrain. You know, first of all, we might want to do this. We can't build any more armies, but that doesn't matter since we have Sam Houston and Charles Edward Hawkins, who will help us in our struggle for independence. Yeah, that's right. Mexicans, get the hell out of here. Get it hell away from Texas. Yeah, that's right. Get the hell out of here. And there he is, the bastard Santana himself was captured. We could execute him, but the problem is, I don't think we're gonna win this war completely, and we're bleeding money, so let's just instead force him to sign the treaty. The treaties of Velasco. Perfect. We are now independent from these Mexican bastards. Now, but the problem is we still need to get our core land from them, since they only left us with, well, a small part of it. So that's what we're going to do next. And now that the Americans have finally put us in their sphere, we can finally ally them, and maybe we can even use them to take out more territory from the Mexicans. Come on, we're so close to becoming a secondary power, and we can take the decision to claim the rest of the Texan land. Come on. The Rio Grande declared independence. Rio Grande declared independence. They will not accept, but they don't have anything, right? Yeah, they don't have anything military. Oh, because Mexico lost the Rio Grande. We got the Texan claims, hoping that after peace is made with Mexico, they could build a railroad to the Gulf of California to give access to the East Indian, Peruvian, and Chilean trade. Texan leaders decided to claim the Rio Grande as the boundary with Mexico, including much of New Mexico. Yes! Texas claims, baby, more claims. Oh yeah. Oh, Mexico's at war with France. Oh no, you know it. You know it. I'm going in. They will not accept. Shit. Well, we've just grown quite a bit. Taking back the part of the South. We're taking the South. And since Mexico is at war with Mr. Lefongs, it wouldn't be such a bad idea to take some rightful land from them, you know? Hey, Mexicans, don't you have better things to deal with the French? What the hell, man? Damn Mexicans, they don't know when to stop. They don't know when to stop. Now you're even at war with the Yucatan? My God, Mexicans, you really are a mess. Oh, here's the French army. Oh no. Why are they sieging my land? Oh wait, they pissed out. No. What? What is... Sure, France, you can pass through here. No. Why would you think we would accept a white peace? Oh wait, the Americans what? Rio Grande quarters. Oh, the Americans want a lot of stuff. Holy shit! What are you doing, man? Northern California, America. What the hell are you doing, man? I can barely be in this war, mate. America, please, come on! You gotta fight the Mexicans. Holy shit! What are you doing, America? The good thing is we can pass a lot of reforms. That's nice. I basically just triggered the Mexican-American War way earlier on than expected, but oh well. Oh! What? We just got more land than expected. What the hell? Certainly not the expected outcome, but hey, I'm not complaining. More land is more land for the Texan army. I ain't complaining. I ain't complaining. Well, that's certainly a bit Texas. Holy shit, Yucatan is actually sieging down Mexico. Holy shit. And Tabasco is now independent as well. What the hell? Holy shit, I think I just broke Mexico if I'm... Yeah, I think I just broke Mexico. Damn. I mean, I also broke my entire country, but... Hey, we're big now. That's all that matters. The Jacobins have enforced their demands. I think I just broke Mexico, man. And thanks to the war, we now have a lot of reforms passed. If I can honest, Pretty sure we. Oh yes, we're getting quite a bit of immigration. We're getting more immigration than the U.S. Holy shit! How is that possible? Oh well, I'm like ain't complaining. What? Eh? Eh? Why did he just stand? Eh? What? 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 Why did the U.S. annex? Yeah, this definitely has not gone as I originally planned it. I actually originally planned to, use console commands because I never managed to get the Texan claims decision to work, and because I don't want the Rio Grande to join US because that's horrible. I don't want that Borgo. I mean, I originally still planned to, cheat in this game, so. And you may be wondering why did I cheat using this? Well, in my test games, just so you can see, I actually, in this case, I actually managed to get the Rio Grande territory because they, in one game, well, actually most games actually, they declared independence from Mexico, and what happened was because they declared independence, for some reason Mexico did not declare war on them back like they did in this game, so I managed to conquer them. But in this case, I didn't manage to get the Texan claims. So in this case, the Americans just got them. So yeah, that's why their plan originally was to make this natural, and then use the cheat to get the Texan claims decision, not the other way around. And now that I think about it, I think I might, and I will need now to actually change the thumbnail of the video because, well, I used the previous one, a previous version of Texas that didn't include this extra land that we just got from that the Americans gave us. So yeah. Well, either way, I think this part of the video is done because while I would love to continue playing as Texas, convert all these places to Texan culture, convert them all to Texas, to Texan and whatnot. Well, we're on a time constraint today, so we'll have to go to the other part of the video. As is tradition, we shall go to the post-apocalyptic setting of Old World Blues. And while you all may be thinking we will play as the Brotherhood or the Lone Star, I have a better idea. Let me introduce you to Colonel Sam Houston V and the Enclave. Normally they don't exist at the start of the game since they are replaced by the Pecos colony, but we can. So for them to spawn, we will need to go and toggle this option right here. And bam, there's the Enclave. And because, well, we can't actually access them since they're not in the regular start date, we will need to text over to them. So and bam, just like that, we're playing as Colonel Sam Houston V. So as we start as a Enclave, we actually start with claims all over Texas to make our glorious reclamation of this state. Sadly, we only have the regular focus tree, like the basic focus tree, but interestingly enough, we have the Raider one, so we can go and tributize everyone we like. And of course, we have the good old veterans like the Fan of Cowboys, the Wind Farmers, the Rodeo Clowns, the Ren Flare Escapees, and the Wind Farmers again. All with advanced power armor, ready to kick some Really kicking some savage ass. Also, we started with 6 research slots. Not OP. No. No, it's not. It's no. It's not OP, of course. Sadly, since we are cut off in terms of land expansion, considering there's a river and we don't have any boats to go over and teach those mutants a lesson. The only way we can expand is through the Republic of Rio Grande. While it's tempting to go and teach those Mexicans a lesson, well, the reality situation is that yeah, we don't have a lot of men to do that right now. So for that, we have a different target in mind. That man is Miscellaneous right here. But we still need him to conquer a few stuff before we can actually go to war with him. And now that Miscellaneous here is on range, we shall start justifying since he will be our first target for the Texan reclamation. And with our justification ready, it's time to declare war on these Polanius, teach him a lesson. You might be thinking that we are seemingly outnumbered, but we have something that they don't have, and that's called power armor. And bam, 2 divisions are gone already, and we just have to keep doing that until he runs out of men. The war was basically micromanagement to the 110%, as I was dealing with a foe that had 5 times the amount of my troops, but the difference in quality makes up for the difference in quantity, as those power armor units are actually quite strong, let me tell ya. Especially against the Legion, which really has back war equipment. So to combat that Polanius, I would encircle his troops where it was possible, and if necessary, I would retreat further into the starting position, since if I at least held the capital, I would not capitulate. And also, we made use of some of useless militia troops to hold the border to protect the capital and fill the holes in the front line that my power armor troops would leave. When that Polanius lost all of his troops, since a few of them were fighting another weird nation to the north, instead of sending my power armor troops to die of attrition, trying to capture the important victory points, I sent the shitty militia troops since there was no one opposing my push. After the fall of their capital, the monster of the east was no more. We have defeated the Polanius and teach those savages a lesson. Now the Kaiser's Legion won't dare to pass this river. Yes. As such, now we're basically free to do as we want and reunite Texas under the Enclave. But seeing me conquer every little state would be quite boring, so after years of preparation, it's time to take care of the Brotherhood and Lone Star to finally take back the core Texan land. This war would be the largest one of the entire campaign, as I was fighting a Lone Star state. They take some Brotherhood, those bastards, the abominations known as the Super Mirrors from Austin, and all the shitty little vassals from the Texan Brotherhood that they conquered before my war. And so, the only way we would be able to beat the Brotherhood and all of their allies was to continue using the same strategy that worked so well in the past, encircling their troops using our superior power armor units. And let me tell you, the Brotherhood troops have nothing against the boys in advanced power armor with advanced power armor Mark II already on its way to being developed. Either way, back to the whole war business, the Lone Star suffered major setbacks, something we were experiencing in the north as the division spam was real. Anyways, we took the capital of the Lone Star, and after a day had passed, they surrendered, leaving some of the Brotherhood troops open to be encircled. But sadly, the entire northern front had collapsed, and we were in risk of having two-thirds of the entire army being encircled, with the elite power armor troops included. So I sent the boys to fix that breach in the front, but at least the Brotherhood was bleeding fast. I managed to fix the encirclement danger with the power armor boys, but the Brotherhood had breached the most eastern part of our country, and they were pushing to the old capital of that Paulanius. So the power armor troops were sent to push them out before they would reach the capital, as for some reason these guys with their motorcycles were quick as hell. As soon as that problem was fixed, my army that was pushing into the Lone Star started an offensive to take Austin from those Mirians and liberate one of the great cities from these abominations. Austin fell pretty quickly, and we took the major cities from the Brotherhood, capitulating both, but for some reason, one of the shitty little Texan miners became a major, but they were too defeated. So after various troubles, we finally destroyed the Texans and the mutants that supported these vile traitors to the Texan people. We shall now annex them and incorporate them into the great Texan Enclave. And with their defeat, it was time to annex the rest of the Texan miners. Wait a second. Transmission from El Ejército Mexicano. Message from change the diplomatic status with us. Justify Walker. Whoa. What is this guy? Santa Ana. Santa Ana.
Flashback.
And there he is. The bastard Santa Ana himself was captured. We could execute him, but the problem is, I don't think we're gonna win this war completely, and we're bleeding money, so let's just instead force him to sign the treaty. The treaties of Velasco. Perfect.
End of flashback.
That the same bastard we had dealt with him 200 years ago, more like 400 years ago. This shitty man is back. Okay, it's time to teach him a lesson, boys. But first, I had time to end the rest of the rum states. Well, if the reincarnation of the devil Santa Ana wants a fight, we'll give it to him. The war with Santa Ana was actually a bit more difficult in the sense that his robot army was powerful enough to repel my regular troops, but they still were no match against my power armored divisions that were ready to kick Santa Ana's ass, just like we did 400 years ago. I managed to cut off Santa Ana's army 2 times as they managed to break out the first time, but they would again get encircled once again, and this time they would not be saved. Pals, they have taken the Alamo. We must retake it. It's a symbol of national pride. Santa Anna lost two-thirds of his army. And just like that, the mighty army of Santa Anna is completely gone. And later, as I pushed towards the Rio Grande, the entire army would get encircled once again, leaving him dead now for good. And just like that, Santa Anna is no more. It's time to retake our rightful land from him. And shall satellite this guy, and we shall give this guy the control of the rest of Santa Anna's land. And now, we only need to take back our rightful Texan land that the Rio Grandes have taken. You shall know our gratitude just to Santana and knew it. And so the last word to reunify the whole Texas was upon us. We would teach the Rio Grande that they can't just take rightful Texan land just like that and be left scot-free. Southern Texas was captured and we crossed over the border to set glory ablaze, pushing into the Mexican northern heartland. Eventually, they would be defeated, but the same thing happened where another shitty minor nation became a major, but we took care of them as well. Well, it's time to finally retake our rightful land and divide the spoils. And you know what, we might as well take some extra land if you may, just to compensate a bit. And you know, I don't really like having another robot in charge of this part of Mexico, so instead we're gonna do something. We're just gonna give the administration to the Republic of Rio Grande instead. And when you look at that beautiful Texas right there, you know that? Now that's a beautiful Texas right there. But you know, I've had this thought for a while, and you know, Mr. Colonel Sam Houston V is right. There is one problem in the wasteland. The wasteland lacks enough Texas. You know, even though we recaptured Texas, you know, there's still a lot of things that are not Texan. And Mr. Sam Houston is not happy about it, so to just speed up the process, because of course by this point we now know the Texan superiority over any other state out there, either be that the Legion, the NCR, or any other Mexican state. So for that, let's just speed up the process.
The next day.
And now that's a big Texas right there. Mr. Colonel Sam Houston V is now prideful that Texas now encompasses the entire North American continent. The known North American continent, but this is this region is for another update. We're just not gonna tell him that. So with that, we leave the video for today. I hope you all enjoy the videos. We made Texas great again. Remember to subscribe as new content covering more of Texas is coming and... Oh man, I just can't keep this shit up. If you couldn't tell by now after I pointed out the option to enable the text claim, this is an April Fool's video. So no, I'm not becoming Texan. The channel will revert to how it was before, well, this. I really hope you enjoyed this April Fool's video, and I hope no Texan was insulted or offended in the making of this video. It's just some harmless banter, as I thought it would be funny to make a parallel with Texas, just as I did when I did the whole Mexico Madness month that happened last year, since I pretty much destroyed Texas in some of those videos. So that was today's special. This was the Fake News Expert. You are dismissed, soldier.